You're listening to Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live.
Houseology Live on Humble House Radio.
Somebody say yeah!
There you go. You get a beautiful picture of me to start the show with. I kind of slacked a little bit on that, but at least everybody can hear us right now. And
Yeah,
stuff.
look at the camera and say hi to the camera right there.
There you go. Hey, baby.
Yeah. Show that sexy face.
It is another beautiful Monday here in downtown St. Pete, of course.
The traffic was just fantastic coming here.
The traffic.
Oh, was it?
The weather.
The weather was good.
Windows down.
Yeah, I had my sunroof going.
Sunroof.
I was listening to some old school. What was that? What was that group? Fugees, man.
Ready or not.
Not before that. Nappy Heads.
Nappy Roots.
Nappy Heads by Fugees.
Oh, okay, got
You never heard of that one, have you?
No, that's
See,
a deep
that was
cut.
the first.
That's a deep cut.
That was that was the first song that came out in 1993.
93.
93. Nappy Heads.
I
Hey,
was
Mona Lisa,
5.
could I get a date on Friday? And if you're busy, I would. Never heard of that one.
Never heard of that
No,
one.
I'm gonna
I'll
put
check
you
it
onto
out.
this.
Put
I'm
me
gonna
on,
put you
put me
onto
on.
it. I'm gonna
Put
put
me
you
on.
onto it.
Speaking of old school music, on the way over here, because I got that hour drive from work,
Oh yeah.
watching the Luke documentary.
Okay.
Shout out to Uncle Luke.
Yo,
dude.
Uncle Luke is the man,
Uncle
bro.
Luke,
He
bro.
paved the way for so much stuff, and I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people just don't know what he did for freedom of speech in the
Freedom
black
of
community.
speech.
I'm telling you,
Freedom
bro.
of speech.
Bro, freedom of speech, freedom to do. Bro, they straight up put warrants out for his arrest for explicitity.
They,
You know what I'm saying?
it's crazy. So
Bro.
the guy who was selling his CD, he got arrested. The store owner
Right,
got arrested for
arrested
selling his CD.
Right, but let's take it one step farther. After he won, you know, he put out a song. He put out a song. I don't even know. I don't even know if I can cuss, man. But
Hey, we want some.
no. He said, "Fuck Navarro," which was the sheriff of Broward
Oh
County.
yeah.
Man, he and his wife. You know, he was talking about Navarro's wife. Yeah, she suck a mean dick. Navarro's wife, man. Bro, you never heard that, bro?
Nah, bro.
I got that record at the crib.
That's
dog.
funny.
I can't believe. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know about what Luke did for the community, man. He did.
He paved the way for all these rappers and singers or whatever, Eminem, to put out stuff that they used to call it obscene. Like
Obscene.
they went to court for being obscene. You know,
Right. So let's go at history. You had a lot of white rock and rollers that were almost doing the same exact thing. They had girls dressed up, some of them almost naked in cages with fire behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Sugar on me.
Fire woman.
Yeah.
You know, and
Good
they
track,
had
good track.
completely naked sometimes.
Yep.
Nobody batting an eye. You had a rock and roller that was biting heads off birds and bro,
it
all
was a
kind of
bat. It was a
satanic. It was a bat, whatever it
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
dog. But you know what I'm saying? That was actually brought up in the court document when they took it to federal court.
Yep.
And so when the
I
black
remember all that.
community, right? You and I both did. I was very young when this was going on. So when this happened, it was the hypocrisy. They had like 20 rock and roll songs, and then they went over and they turned over to David Allan Coe. Do you know who that is?
No, who is that?
That is one of the most racist country singers in the face of the earth, and he has no problem.
Why am I not surprised this country?
Let me. No, I'm going to tell you right now. You want to make your blood boil. Okay, I'm not even going to say the things that he has to say, but think about the most horrific songs that you could think about black and Spanish people, and put it out there.
And he was getting away with it.
He was getting
Nobody
away with
batted
it.
an eye.
Then he had a song called "Fuck Him in the Butt." He had a song.
Wow.
I swear to God, wild, bro.
That's
I'm
crazy.
telling you, because I know music and I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
history of stuff. And they brought
Pay
his
attention.
album. They brought his album with the big Confederate flag, but nobody's saying anything about this obscurity.
Yeah,
All right?
exactly.
Speaking of music, how about speaker systems that we were talking about earlier?
We're
right
gonna
now?
change it away.
Yeah.
We're gonna change. We're gonna take it away.
Guys.
Big shout out to Luke. I got
But
what you're saying.
We, as you guys notice, Ketone and Volume aren't here right now. They are in transit, most likely. Hopefully,
Drive
they're in
safe.
transit. We're here at the Hot Box again at Moxy, seeing how many pounds of weight we can lose this radio
Yeah.
show.
Yo, there's no
Moxy-
AC in here. There
Moxy,
is
we
none.
love you.
Unfortunately, yes.
Moxy, we love you.
Yes,
but
we
we got to
do.
get the AC fixed.
Yeah.
And if I
that
pissed
is-
anybody off by saying what I was saying, I just wanted to, I was
Piss
just
them off.
explaining.
We were just talking about free speech. That's
Free
the whole
speech, right.
point. Piss them off.
I just wanted to
about free
point it,
speech.
just saying this was all brought up in the court case for Luke.
Yep.
I'm trying to bring it back for a second. He paved the way for the freedom of speech for music. But let's talk about how people are putting Function One systems up on a pedestal like they're the best thing in fried ice cream, and they haven't really caught up on any new designs, just taking designs that were already used for a long time
and rebranding it
as
Function One.
And they did a good job at it.
Yeah, they did. They did.
I mean,
they do look pretty though.
They do look pretty.
You what are you paying for is the name and the aesthetic of a nice speaker.
Okay, but do you guys are like just somebody.
I mean, you do it correct. You know, that's a really good
It
point.
looks good.
Because the Function One has that silver
It looks
horn.
good. It
You
does.
know,
and it is shape.
And it's kind of funny. You know, I've thought about that before. Like when we were talking earlier, and I said, you know what, if we had Hennessy or Danley or Function One or anything, sure, the audiophiles in our groups, which everybody in the scene is an audiophile. Of course, they all know how to do sound and all know how sound works.
They're all perfect.
Exactly
They know
knows how it's supposed to
frequencies.
sound. Nobody doesn't know anything about, just as like they're all know everything about DJing. So, but we're not going to notice the difference. I mean, you know, if we walk in there and do it. Now, like I said, a mistuned sound system, that's different.
Yeah.
Yes, sure. You could know. I mean, if we go in there, we got screeching highs or something. Obviously, you know, there's something wrong. But you know, I mean, I just have a set of EVs at home, 2 EV tops and a EV 18 and sub, and you know what? I've configured those pretty good, and I can get a pretty good sound out of them, and it's worth listening to music off of, you know. And again, sometimes I wonder, what are we doing again? Are we turning around and are we spending money for a brand name expensive sound system, or am I spending money for a DJ that knows how to mix?
You're spending money. You should be spending money for a DJ that knows how to mix.
I want to hear
you should
both.
be.
I want the DJ to know how to mix, and he manipulates music, and he's actually working up there and not just looking pretty. And then I want the sound system to sound good.
Yeah.
I want both of them.
Now I'll tell you,
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Both of them.
So this weekend last night I played at Saigon Blonde, and I haven't slept yet. And
Thank
Friday,
you for being here.
Yeah, Friday night I did get up at 5 p.m. Sunday, so it's not. I'm only going on 28 hours, so I guess it isn't. Oh no, 26.
Cocaine's a hell of a
So
drug.
it wasn't that either. It just the previous night though maybe. So Friday I was at Concrete Jungle, and then Thursday I was at Saigon Blonde again. And just going on this, like, you know, there's quite a few people that do stuff at Saigon Blonde, and you know, I turn around.
We got a
and
call.
bring in-
We got a phone
We
call.
got a call.
We 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 got
Okay,
a
I gotta
call.
hear, guys. Stop, please.
To accept, press 1.
I believe
I'm calling
that
from
sounds
jail.
like ketone in that.
They calling from
Are you in jail,
But
bro?
they need to turn the radio down because we're getting a
Hey,
horrible
turn the
echo.
radio down, bro.
Yeah. see,
Yo.
You guys got to turn the radio down. You can't do it this way.
This is their first time calling.
Or your phone.
How are you going to work here and not know how to work it?
Oh, there
I know,
you go.
Exactly. There we go.
Hey.
That's better.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yo.
What it
What do
do?
wait, hey, I heard you stopping by Dunkin' Donuts for us, bro.
Yeah, it's actually Starbucks. What would you like?
I want an iced tea, half sweet.
Half sweet and lemonade too.
Yeah, and a little lemon.
Because you're
on
a
the
sweet
side.
and sour kind of guy.
I am a sweet and sour kind of guy.
I like
I
that.
pegged you for like a pumpkin spice guy.
No,
no
I'm
pumpkin
not-
spice.
I
That's
eat
me,
it.
sir.
I'm gonna be
Come on,
honest
you.
with you. I
Get
eat
it
a lot
right,
of
get it
pumpkin
right.
though. I eat it in
Properly
soups and stuff.
stereotyped. Thank you very much.
Listen, how come they don't have sweet potato spice?
Now,
Like, for
now,
the
see,
color-
now,
Ooh,
see,
now
yo,
see, yes.
now we
Sweet
can.
potato spice
I'm with
latte.
you. We'll
Yeah,
call it the
you know
Patty
what?
LaBelle special.
You know,
yeah,
pumpkin
exactly.
pie, sweet potato pie,
Let's
sugar
go.
cream pie.
Let's go.
The
That's
Patty
the-
LaBelle.
Pat-
We
the
should
Patty
do it,
That's what
latte.
I'm
though.
gonna do for
Yeah.
Patty LaBelle
Thanksgiving.
latte.
You know.
Yep.
Anyways,
You guys are wild.
yo, you ain't even know it. I'm in my underwear, bro.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah.
I got a perfect skit
Okay,
that I want to do.
Send me your Starbucks orders. Make it quick.
Oh, so, all right. Somebody who's gonna send him Starbucks orders right now?
Sweet potato latte.
A sweet potato latte. I
there you
want
go.
Sweet
a
potato.
half sweet, half unsweet iced tea.
Yes, so this is
Okay.
working out so well. I hope this is riveting for our viewers too.
I'm telling
listeners,
you, I need my
viewers, listeners,
coffee.
whatever.
Okay, so guys, I
Yeah.
can't wait to talk about some of the subjects that we have going on. But did you guys hear that Insomniac sued Factory 93?
No.
What's Factory
Shut up.
93?
Did they really?
Wait, really?
What's Factory 93?
I thought
Yeah.
Insomniac
Yo, you ain't hear about
owned
that?
Factory
What's
93.
Factory 93?
I just heard about it. Keaton, tell me what you were talking about.
Yeah, so so supposedly the people in Miami just didn't do the proper business. But that sounds familiar, right?
Oh,
I
for
mean,
space.
You can relate to that with Dirty Bird, huh?
Yeah, right. Which is still going on.
Wait. Dirty Bird said it wasn't them. It was actually someone else. And nobody's putting blame on anybody right now. But I think we all know who the problem was.
That's crazy.
So let me I'll give you a really quick update on that, too, for those who weren't involved. But, of course, Dirty Bird Camping was a few weeks ago in Orlando, Florida. And there was new management this year. Summarizing here real quick for everybody who may not know or have heard last week. And they turned around, had the event, and supposedly there were some payment problems for the hotel and payment problems for the production team and all this kind of stuff. So now we're on the third week or so now, and originally everything was supposed to get all the pre-authorizations were supposed to drop off, and just everything was supposed to be good and move forward with the refund. Everybody's lives were supposed to be happy, but the hotel then claimed that they still didn't pay them all the money and yada, yada, yada. And now, of course, now the customer of all people, because this is so perfect, the customer is the one caught in the middle. Neither of the other sides are rushing to really particularly help.
Crazy.
Then we got sent an email 4 days ago to a form, and the form you had to fill out now, you had to fill out all the details that you had to have. You had to have your receipt for the tickets you bought.
Wow.
You had to have the receipt for the hotel. You had to put down the amount of money you thought you were reimbursed. You had to put down the date you checked in, the date you checked out. All this stuff, which, of course, people in the chat rooms are going wackadoodle and being like, why do I got to supply all this stuff? I did fill it out, but in the end, I only ever got charged $600, and honestly, about 140 of it is parking and like a drink or something.
That's crazy.
And so I put in for like $450. And Ketone and Volume were asking me about it actually earlier today in our chat we had from Dirty Bird. And, I said...
wait. Did anybody want any... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but please continue after this. But did anybody really want anything from Starbucks?
A half sweet tea. Iced.
I got that one.
With a lemon.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Mike, last time you
Mike
didn't get
Bracey wants a scone.
I'm Gucci, yo.
He wants a
I
spoon.
swear.
He was talking about he wanted a chocolate spoon.
Oh, there
tell
we go.
him tell him about it.
All right, go ahead, Robbie. Finish telling them about the...
So then, yeah, so they asked me about it, and I said, I could have disputed the charge, but I wanted to wait a minute and see if anything was going to happen. There's a lot of people, by the way, and I want to point this out because a lot of people know I like to play devil's advocate and do both sides.
Sure.
Yeah, you do.
There's a lot of people, that are just disputing their entire Dirty Bird charge.
Whoa. Yeah,
so,
they can't do all that.
They pay.
They can't do all of that.
Yeah,
they can't do all of that.
Right.
But
And-
their experience is so bad. They're like, fuck this.
Correct.
I can't believe I even went.
Was it bad?
No, I didn't go. I went to art.
I mean, you still got. I mean, the artists were
you
there.
still pretty much got everything you need.
Yeah, and you had a show, and you could watch as many artists as you want and get in the pool, and you had a room and all this other kind of stuff.
So that's what you pay for.
So if you got charges and you didn't get those charges refunded back, in all fairness, you can't just go and dispute your $3,000 Dirty
Not
Bird
at all.
charge.
Not at all.
That's not proper.
Not at all.
Now, could you dispute and should you dispute probably the one on the hotel? I'm not giving legal advice, but that would be the one you'd want to dispute because that's proper. And that, but there's a lot of people that's just doing that. On
Should we
top
drop
of
this
that-
call? Y'all want to
Yeah.
get here? Like, we'll see y'all when y'all
Yeah,
get
we'll-
here. Thanks
Yep.
for the Starbucks. Please drive safe. Volume, welcome back to Tampa. We'll see you soon.
Man,
See you
that
guys
was
soon.
great. That was fantastic, bro.
So, yes, so they basically, shit, I'm sorry, guys. So basically, you had people.
Let's land so I can go to this next subject.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just.
I got confused. I got thrown because we were we're jumping around. And so, anyways, there are people that are just disputing. Some of them are disputing all the charges. Now, supposedly, in one of the groups, there's also supposedly a lawsuit going on now. Ooh. Somebody reached out to Morgan & Morgan. And now people are telling other people in the chat group not to fill out the form. And I'm like, I hope some people are listening to this because I want you to hear what I have to say. And I said this to the group in my chat. If you think Morgan & Morgan is going to fill out some paperwork or make a phone call and in 3
Absolutely
days you're
not.
going to have your $1,000 back.
Absolutely not.
This right
That's
here is going to
not-
go on
no,
for a long
that's
time, bro.
exactly- this
You
is
got
not-
8 years.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is-
a
And you're
10-year
going to get
thing.
pennies
Because-
of
Right.
that. You're
Yeah.
not going to get
And
close to what
what's
you
going to
spent.
happen?
You think
it's
that
gonna
Dirty
be-
Bird has that money, bro?
It's going to
no.
become a quote unquote class action suit,
And you'll get
then
10
all these,
cents.
and in the end you'll get like $125 back,
Yep.
and you won't get any money.
What?
Fill out the fucking form. Hope that they are telling the truth, and we'll give you your money back.
What shame
I'm
on-
not giving
I'll-
legal advice, but that's what I would do.
I gotta
That's what
say
I did.
something, man, and I think you're right, 100%. You're absolutely right. What shame this brings on our little community.
Let me follow up with that. Do you think that festival culture and festivals are dying and club culture is like the second part, but because of experiences like this, repetitively more frequent, like the Burning Man, this,
Well, it's a
all
money
these
grab.
festivals,
We
it's
talked
a money
about that
grab.
last week.
Yes.
It feel like
Yeah,
it's like
bro.
it's becoming more about big business, and that's driving away the people.
You
who actually
have
love this
people
stuff.
that are
It's dying.
trying to do shit, and this is happening in a lot of industries. Let me
100%.
tell you, we could
Every
go back
industry.
and we could beat the DJ argument over and over again. We could take that dead horse and keep trying to make it alive, bro. You have this going on in every industry. You have people that want to run before they can't even crawl.
100%.
They just start barely tiptoeing and they want to run with it. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to shoot their shot and they're failing miserably. And what's happening is they get a lot of momentum behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and people are putting their trust in them. Now what's happening is the big executives, the business execs, are going, we don't want no part of this house music shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well,
you got to have a trusted source.
I talked about this. Now, I'm not going to mention anybody's names. Of course.
Mention the fucking names, goddammit.
No. I'm not going to mention anyone's
This
names.
is the
But
don't fucking
just
mention
by
their name.
saying it, trust me though, most of my friends will most likely be able to figure out who it is. So that's why I'm definitely not going to mention.
Yeah, I know
names.
exactly where you're going.
But there
think I
was
know where he's going.
There were some people that decided to start doing shows, and I have to admit, these people were couch surfing and yet still planning and trying to do events. And I'm like, how can you couch surf for months? By the way, not just for a couple weeks, but for months and planning and doing
Priorities.
events. And I'm like, how can you possibly do an event where DJs are expecting to get paid or expecting to make money, and you can't even afford or figure out how to have an apartment
well, that's a whole nother
or a
conversation.
car?
You got to have your priorities in check. Yeah, like that's,
Like, come on, man.
That's
Come
some
on.
of the reasons why I kind of have my I used to have my up and downs with my DJ career, because it's like, if I don't have a home, I don't have food, I don't have a car, there's no way I'm
Right.
thinking about DJing a gig.
Right.
Now, obviously, if it pays, then I'm going to take that gig. But sometimes it's kind of hard to focus on the art. It's like, so Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you got your food, you got your house, you got your security. Then you can worry about protecting that stuff, and then you can worry about the art and self-actualization.
I got a question.
Don't try to DJ if you got a couch surf. Don't try to
Yes.
DJ if you
Right.
can't
And,
afford
and
to
by the
eat.
way, don't become a DJ and 5 months later become an events company, because you
100%.
can't do that. You don't know how it works,
Exactly.
and don't think that you do.
It's the same way. It's the same way like running a label. Like a lot of artists who become a platinum singing artist, a platinum rapper artist, or whatever, they think they can run a label and recreate what they did. You can't train another adult to do what you did. First of all, they have to believe in your vision, and a lot of people don't believe in your vision. So everybody's going in all these different directions trying to achieve certain goals. Those goals might be a lot of money. Those goals might be a lot of bitches. Those goals might be some fame. Those goals might just be because I got a passion for the art. No matter what, when you got multiple people trying to achieve one goal, y'all going to clash.
Well, we know, we've talked about that before. It's like, and everybody's heard my little thing about, hey, you've got the different levels, and there's 100 people up here that are the most talented, and that's Tiesto, Summit, Hype, and all that. And then there's like 250,000 people below them that are all equally talented. And there's 2 million people below them that are all equally talented. And then there's 10 million people below them that are all equally talented. And the person in the 10 million group thinks in 3 months they're going to be part of the 100 group. And that's just not going to happen. Now, sure, most of those guys, Tiesto, well, I wouldn't say Tiesto maybe, but Summit, Hype, and all that, Fisher, yeah, they played one track, it became fire, and then boom, yeah, they were millions of dollars a year, rich and famous DJs.
Sure.
But the likelihood of that happening to you is probably pretty slim.
Pretty slim. But they don't show the 5-6 years that came before
Correct.
that.
Right.
Or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
Or more. A lot of these DJs are in their 40s, their 50s, and they finally got their hit. But if you love music, you're just going to keep doing it no matter what.
Right.
Just stick with it.
Exactly. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mean to cut it away.
No, you're
My
fine.
bad. What I was going to say is what people don't understand, and I'm going to be the first one to say it. You're talking to a guy that eat, sleep, did nothing but DJ
Rave,
since I
repeat.
was a kid.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
Yep.
everybody in my circle who was a DJ, we were all getting paid almost the same amount of money, $300 to $400 a night.
Super quick question,
right?
Super quick question. Did you start on vinyl?
Yes. Yes, I did start on vinyl. And it was nice back then. I remember. No, I'm going to stop playing. No, but listen.
Sorry.
The pay has not.
I haven't done that for a while.
I know, and that's good. And that's good. The pay has not increased. Okay.
Correct.
And every DJ that I know, the full-time DJ, 3 or 4 times a week, you're looking at, let's say you're making $300 a week. The average club job is $300 a week. Okay, 300, 350. Keep it in that sliding scale. You do that 3 times a week. I don't think that's really enough to support yourself in the economics that we are in.
Especially in Tampa, Florida.
Right,
St.
Tampa
Pete,
or
Florida,
St. Pete.
Where you need
bro,
80, 90,000 to live comfortably.
Sleeping in somebody's room. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Doing that full time. And
you
I
definitely
know
have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or roommates.
Right. And you know what I'm saying?
Or a side job.
Yeah.
Now
or rentals.
There you go.
Or rentals.
Yes, side job. Now,
remember with Anea Rose when we had her live on the show, she actually told us she was quitting her full-time job.
I heard that.
And devoting all of her time to producing. And I'm not exactly sure how old Gabby is or anything like that, but I know for a fact I couldn't quit my full-time job and start producing, and I'm certainly know I'm older than her. So, I mean...
That's commitment.
But you don't look like her
and
either.
You got to have savings.
I do believe...
that's the truth. We talked about that, though. Yeah. I'm just going to tell you.
Thank
my
you.
bad.
But we're not going there.
Yeah.
But, oh, be careful of the camera.
My bad.
That's pretty... I mean, if I was 25 and living with my parents, I think that would be great. But, if... I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. I've had a couple people... that have
it blew me away when she said that too.
Right, and
I was like,
and that's great.
Right.
Okay, let me be clear. I'm not making
for your
fun
dreams,
of
kid.
her. I'm not
No,
making
but
fun
go
of
for your
her. I'm
dreams.
using
Shoot
her
for the stars.
as kind of an example of what we're talking about. And there's a few DJs that a few artists in the scene who have decided to do that. But I think a lot of people I just don't. You can't, you haven't released a track, but you're going to stop and devote all your time to producing. You've released a track that's had 1,500 listens, but you're going to stop and not Anaya Rose. I want to be clear about this. I'm talking about other people. You released that and suddenly now you're going to stop and start producing. And I'm like, I don't know.
That's
if you're
too early to
that
stop.
Whole thing through.
You should at least already have a producing career, not stop.
Something, yeah.
When you start a business, you keep working your 9 to 5 to fund that business, and
there you go.
And then you start selling products, and then once that business start making some viable money,
right?
Then you consider quitting. Now, what I was about to say was there was a TikTok video of a full-time DJ / producer, and he showed all the different forms of income he has coming in.
Now, right, there you go.
He DJs, he teaches how to DJs, he produces, he teaches people how to produce, he sells his songs, he does all this other stuff. You can't just rely on DJing and producing alone.
Correct.
He probably makes content, you know what I mean? He probably gets a lot of stuff or whatever. But when you run your own business, it becomes more than a full-time job. You're working 80 hours a week.
No, right. And the guys that are making a killing in this DJ business are not the club DJs.
No.
Correct. And let me tell you, we're talking about wedding DJs, event coordinators. They are well-rounded, and they're living the fat life. They're living on the cash cow with this wedding business. Nobody wants to do that. But it's a job in
spot,
itself.
like September through April
there you go.
in Florida.
There you go. That's
$2,000 to $3,000 a pop.
Now you see these guys that are out there in the clubs, and I love them to death, man.
That's
and a
not
lot of them are
sustainable.
struggling. A lot of them are struggling unless they have a second job. And I'm going to tell you why. You have 500 DJs competing for the same exact position because DJing makes us feel good. It opens up the serotonin in our mind. When we see the crowd elevated and we're working on our craft, it gives us a high.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You have
attention.
Right. And the club managers see this. So why am I going to pay you more when I got all these other guys that are good too?
Less.
Well, I could pay them less. I don't want to do that. So you got the greedy club managers, and it completely screwed up. I'll tell you where I saw a change in the business. I'm going to tell you exactly when I saw a change. When September 11th came around, that change happened quickly. It happened very, very swiftly.
What did you see?
I saw a decline in DJs' pay. The whole country went the whole entertainment business in general.
Did you say COVID?
No, September 11th.
Oh, September 11th.
COVID. That was the first reset the country had. It really was.
That was actually a resurgence of DJs. That's when a lot of people became.
Well, that's
DJs.
everyone got their $3,000 checks and bought $3,000 CDJs.
Exactly.
September 11th came, bam. Everything, the whole market for the rest of that year was down. We were screwed, and the whole nation was depressed. Okay, slowly but surely things got right back to the were, but the housing market increased and the pay wasn't there. My $400, $500 club job, I thought I was doing great, man. That got swept right out from under the rug, man. That went down to $250. Wow. And I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Yep. So I had no choice but to get a secondary job. All right. You feel me?
All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
It's funny that we're talking about this today. There's a reason why I was talking about this with a fellow DJ earlier today. I'm not going to get into the details why, because again, I just don't want that to happen. But I want you to hear something that I typed back to him. Let me see if this is it. Okay. I'm not going to sound rude. This is me. Rude or anything. I hope this all transpires, talking about them doing better and getting more gigs or whatever. But I think a lot of these DJs that have popped up in the last couple of years are going to get maybe a little weeded out. Like, they're going to keep training all these other DJs, and they're going to like help out these DJ schools and things like that and train more DJs. And then suddenly they're going to get really upset when all those DJs are going to come and steal their gigs from underneath them. That's what I said to my friend.
That's true.
Yeah. And so then where are they going to go? Well, are they ready to? Are they having flourishing producing? Because this will be like a cycle in the next year.
100%. I know a wedding DJ, okay, and he has a decent song selection, but everything else, and I'm not even going to say his name. I am not going to say his name. I like the guy. I like him, okay, but he is so fucking whack. Bro, I swear to God, my daughter can mix better than him. No, he really is. It's just completely horrible. And he is putting himself out there to be and he's marketing himself to be the best DJs. And he goes on these apps. He's not even remixing the songs himself. I could take a song and I could do it on the fly.
There's a couple websites,
right? And he's going on these apps. And, look at this remix I just did. And I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You thought about it. You had an idea. And you had this website do it for you, because I know what you're doing, because you have no fucking skill. You're garbage. You are garbage, and I want to help you. But he's getting all these gigs, and what's happening is that it's ruining the culture. It's ruining the name of a good DJ, right? So you have a really good DJ. You have the DJ industry, because we do produce. It is an industry. It is an industry, and it is a profession. And it is ruining the name of the profession and the industry of which we're in, because you have bad DJs getting these fucking jobs that should not be getting these jobs.
Sure. I mean, I feel like if you are a veteran and you love it, you're always going to have a job, no matter if you're doing it at home, no matter if you love it, you're going to do it no matter what. And then eventually those or why would you even want to DJ for a place that books those kind of DJs anyway?
Well, again, you know that like, I have to admit, one of the things that we've been joined by Volume and Keaton. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hey. How was your trip?
Yep.
It was great. I spent time with my family.
So we were one. I have to admit, somebody who actually got a lot of wedding gigs and stuff like that. He talked a lot of shit online, but something he did actually post a lot of times. He said, when I'm getting ready to book you, if you send me an email and say, how much is your average price, I will not respond to you.
Wait, a DJ says that?
No, a wedding DJ guy.
For
booking wedding DJs.
Of course.
He's like, I'm not going to respond to you. We're going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to find out how much it is. But you know what he's talking about, or what Rich is talking about rather, is he's talking about DJs when they get that email, $500
instantly.
And then take the gig.
Yeah.
And that, but yeah. Oh, 1 second. There you go. Go ahead.
I've been there. Like, when I first started with weddings, I definitely would take or charge $500 quick, easy. What you doing? What you doing? Give me some money. No, put
you doing that on camera?
But but that's the problem again that's causing like a problem I'm having. For example, my rental business, and I've talked about this a little bit last week. You know, I provide a service. I provide equipment with support and equipment that works and equipment that I will be there and support, and then I can fix on the fly. I don't just show up, drop off equipment, and leave, or just let people pick equipment up. I mean, sometimes I do, because that's sometimes what they want, but most of the time I don't. A lot of other people are undercutting the rental industry, renting for like $200.
People, they dive.
200
They do.
Right.
They go under eventually.
Sure. They do.
Correct.
And that's
Sooner
what I
or
was about to
later.
say too.
You'll
because
find out that you're not getting a good service. You're actually just getting equipment that may or may not work.
The audience, like I said, like if you're servicing somebody who doesn't even have that knowledge, or like, oh, I'll just pay them a $500, like that shouldn't even be your audience anyway. It's almost like that separates your quality over the quantity. Like, let me just hire some random DJ and I'll pay him $500, or I can hire some great DJ who's going to vet me and ask me all these questions and see what kind of experience I'm going to have.
That was what I was getting with the wedding DJ thing.
You know,
and then that's where you get your $2,500 price from.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, those people who are looking for, oh, that's dope. The people that are looking for,
Thanks.
Yeah, good job, Robbie. The people who are looking for that price, they end up getting what they're looking for.
There's a reason I put that pill.
Yeah, 100%, and they wonder why
the $500 client is not somebody I could deal with. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been there, done that, and I realized that is not something.
Or vice versa. The $500 DJ might be actually a $200 DJ.
Yeah.
They feel like they overpaid for that $500. And then for their next event, they'd rather pay the $1,000.
Listen, I can promise you, if you hire me for your wedding, I'm going to show up with a folding table and equipment and speakers, and I might dress up. So do not book me for your weddings, people. I will not. You don't.
Suit shirt.
I promise you, I will charge as much as I possibly
There's
can.
somebody
and
right
provide
now
as little as
getting ready
possible.
to break down that table. Like,
Yeah, I know.
But we've all been there.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
But we've all
exactly.
been
But
there.
those are the learning lessons you got to take.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
But
I'm not charging those people $500.
But that was
If
something-
I'm showing
Not
up to
anymore.
a picnic
Oh,
table.
Not anymore.
But you
And
reminded me.
You still need sounds? They just canceled the event on Saturday.
Oh
funny.
yeah.
We'll talk about you.
The thing is though, that brought up something I was mentioning about the other thing. Like I've been spending over here at Saigon, and I bring the necessary stuff. I bring my equipment. I bring a table, and I bring a monitor speaker. I have everything broken down into 3 items so I can set up and break down quickly. And I make it about the music, and I make it about people coming and having fun. That's what I do, and that's what I did last night. And you can find videos on my Instagram that shows exactly what was happening last night.
Yeah.
And there are other people though that come and need to, for some odd reason, dress everything up, with decorations or themes,
Crystal balls,
and
Well, you know
Jesus,
what?
and stuff like that. And that's not. You don't.
The aesthetics,
that's not
it
where
looks
you
good.
need to create a vibe.
But I'm going to tell you right now, I've worked with him personally, okay? We've done some pretty big events together. And I could tell you right now, he's there for the entire event. And he's there to help out if anything goes wrong.
Yes, and that's
Some
true.
people will set up and leave. And you're on your own.
Yep.
Adios.
yeah.
So, like,
this guy's right by your
But
side.
I feel accountable if you're paying me that much money. I mean,
kudos to you, man.
Some of my rentals are round up $700. And that you're paying me $700. But you know what? You're paying me $700. I can give you 4 hours that night to just hang out and drink while hopefully nothing breaks. Yeah, exactly.
But,
Definitely stand over.
Like you were saying, like some people go above and beyond, and that's cool. It is a good thing to do sometimes, but it hurts the market.
Correct. That's the point.
Yeah.
That was the whole point about the wedding
Yeah,
undercutting.
it does.
It hurts the market because these things should be paid for, and I hope dearly that whoever is doing it is figuring out that okay, they are worth more than this, and I hope that they end up getting more than what they're worth. But in this town, it's a little hard, but it may be rising, it may be coming.
Yeah,
we don't know yet, but we just have to understand what the market is.
Yes.
100%.
As
More people need to understand that.
more people do need to understand what the market is.
And that's something as as a collective community that we all have to understand more. But that's because we need to understand business.
Yeah.
Again, I also had something happen last night that was directly related to immature adults and age. And I just sat there and I just saw this go down, and I unfortunately had to mediate a tiny bit. And I started getting lip from one of them, and I'm just like,
client? Is this a client?
No,
Oh,
this is
okay,
not a
okay.
client.
This is just
This is
the
people at the
scene-
event
scene
are just going to,
industry
yeah,
people.
I'm talking about the scene. And, and I was like, yo, go home, please. Because I'll tell you guys later. But I'm just kind of I'm like, holy fuck. These people are all around their 30 age range.
And they should know better.
Should at least be somewhat close to adults. And
they should know better,
and, Yeah, and you know what? The problem was over. I'm not going to go into details, but the problem was over some sales. Let's leave it at that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, do you know how many times my friends who are all in that 30th region and that
Low
I
30s.
have not enough money, taken my money, stole my money, the items I purchased, gave me the items I purchased, took half of the items I purchased, took half the items I purchased, and took my money and da 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 da. And I'm like, I cannot believe that I hear this over and over and over again with this age group and the scene, and I'm like, dudes, everybody, you guys are adults. You're going to have to, like, you're going to get shoved into life real fast.
That goes
if
up to
this
priorities.
is your worst, if this is what you guys are still doing, fighting over $20 and who gets something or what, you guys really need to adjust your fucking priorities.
100% priorities. They're worried about other stuff when they, like I said, Maslow's hierarchy of energy. Get your food, get your house, protect that food in your house, and then you can worry about getting high, buying DJ stuff, whatever. Because then you'll be able to perform even better. How are you going to DJ when you got nowhere to sleep at night? How are you going to be able to DJ and perform when you're on an empty stomach?
I feel a lot of
that
this
part
stuff
out first.
Pipe dreams, bro.
Pipe dreams.
Yeah.
Pipe dreams will.
Yeah.
Pipe dreams will definitely have you polluted, though.
Well, listen,
100%.
it's 7:05. We got a guest out there.
Oh, we do?
We do.
Hey, let's
Oh,
bring the
we
guest
do.
in.
We do. We got a commercial.
Oh, my.
We
We
can.
got
Good conversation.
Good
Good conversation.
I love guests.
We
Who's,
do.
who's our guest for today?
Kai
Kai
Five.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Alrighty.
Let's get him in here shortly. We got what we got? Music from Humble House. What we got?
Yep, we're going to have a little Humble House radio music again.
Let's
And
go.
I will talk to you guys in a little bit. We will all see you soon.
Hey.
Yeah. What does that stand for? Tell us about
Roll.
that a little bit.
So I actually kind of just like put it in ChatGPT because I was like, I need to have like a DJ name.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's like high fidelity, Kai-Fi, like hi-fi.
What's your real name?
Kai.
Kai.
Yeah.
So Kai and hi-fi. All right, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like was thinking about maybe like just doing like a fake last name because I think it's like fits the vibe more a little bit, but
I think Kai-Fi is dope.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a dope name. It's original. It feels original. I don't feel like I've ever heard that before, so that's cool.
You don't have to worry about infringements. You don't have to worry about people taking your name. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Maybe. Funny enough, I got a Instagram DM a little bit ago about that.
No, for real?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Womp,
ChatGPT
womp,
fucked you up.
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm just gonna ride the wave, and
Yeah.
if something happens.
If you have to
then-
change it, you have to change it.
Exactly, man.
It's a name.
See, sometimes like you got to watch that stuff because is it a situation where it's just spelled a little different, or is it a situation where somebody actually already has the name, or you don't know yet?
Yeah, so it's the same name, but it's spelled like with an extra I or one less I.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's in the UK.
Rich isn't paying attention.
Oh no, listen. I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to not get my blood pressure back up, and we're not going to beat a dead
man,
horse.
come on.
Let me. You know what? Let me ask him his. Now you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to dive right
Oh
into this.
no,
Hold
here
on,
we
now I
go.
gotta ask
Here
you-
we go.
Okay, I'm an old school DJ.
I get what I asked for.
Before
He started
you
on
came in-
vinyl. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I did. I did start on vinyl.
I just got a vinyl player.
That's awesome, bro. If you ever want any tips and tricks on how to make your vinyl sound
man right
optimal, I got you.
Optimal.
It's all about needles and matching your ohms.
Okay, but what happened?
They gotta have, well, let's go back. We could talk about that.
Yeah.
So I'm a vinyl enthusiast. Anyways, so
I like that.
Look at-
Optimal.
Look at you, Robbie.
he just
Optimal.
he
you're
started.
starting.
I know.
You know, he gets me.
No.
He plants a seed every freaking time.
No. You know what?
It's a-
No, it's not like they don't try to trigger me too.
No,
Like,
but
they know exactly what
I
to say.
want to ask him his opinion
Okay, go
because
for
you
it.
guys said that he is a real DJ that knows how to manipulate music, not like just somebody.
He's good. I've heard
and
him
that's
explain.
good
He's good,
because
yeah.
I like to play with music too. I like to sample and loop and all that good stuff. You don't really see a whole lot of people that claim to be a DJ doing that. So when they said you do that, I love that, and I love the fact that there's new people that are doing that, and I respect it because I come from that time. Where I was going with this, if you were at a radio station, okay, you have your DJ name. Excuse me, my gum was messing me up. You're at a radio station.
Don't say the drip. No.
I've been trying to get rid of this gum for like an hour now. And you work hard at this radio station, and you're building up your name. You got a chunk of the market, and then you give somebody a show that's a spinoff of your show on a radio station. They came in on your show and they got their own show, and they decided to invite another DJ with the same fucking name that you got.
But it has another
Okay,
letter.
but they don't pronounce it with another letter, and now they're saying this is DJ Rich in the mix, and you catch word of this. Is that going to piss you off?
No, not really.
Why?
Because if you're the OG, you're the OG.
Boo!
Now, hold on. Now, I hear you. Now, there's other DJs trash.
Good answer. Good answer.
No,
And he's
no,
using
no,
your
no,
DJ
no,
name.
he's not
No,
trash.
I'm not saying
I
he
can't
is.
let you. I can't let
no,
you say.
stop for a second. You
I
didn't
can't-
even let me
I can't
finish.
I can't let you say that.
Chill the fuck out for a second.
I
Let me
can't-
see. Chill.
I can't
if
let
the
you say
other
that.
DJ, just chill. If the other DJ's trash, okay,
If.
and he, that's what I said.
If.
That's what I said.
I don't know.
That's
It sounded
exactly
like
what
you
I
were-
said.
It sounded like you were positive on
No,
it.
did I say
If the other DJ could possibly be a lesser quality skilled DJ.
No, fuck it. Don't take. We'll use my words. I said
Optimal.
if the other DJ is
The other
trash.
DJ is an optimal.
Okay, if
Yeah, I said if. I didn't say. I never said DJ Rich is trash because he has like two eyes. Right? I never said that about the man. I am not going to disrespect him because I know that he's a pretty decent DJ. He's good. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if the other DJ, the key word is
he's
if,
above decent.
okay, is trash, and he has the same name, what is that going to do for you? Does that make you mad now? He's on the same radio station with the same name.
I mean, not really. Because
Shit, bro. What is with these young?
It's because you have an older primal mentality when it comes to territory.
I'm going to ask this question.
We don't have that issue anymore
You
because
are who you are, and you need to own that. Yeah, this guy has your other name, the same name as you, but like you're DJ Rich.
But he don't do DJ Rich.
But you
Tampa
know what?
Stuff.
Yeah, just say.
So, but you all got to understand
this
too.
is DJ Rich, the OG. That wasn't me.
You have to
That last hour wasn't me.
you have to understand though too that this goes back to our previous conversation. He's young, just started. What? No, it's not going to bother me. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't bother me at all because I'm trying to get established, and there's a lot of people that probably already heard of the other DJ called Ki-Fi.
Yeah.
So why would I be worried about that? But now the 37-year-old Ki-Fi who's established and has released multiple EPs and all that, and somebody else that's only been DJing 2 years or something like that is trying to. That's a different story.
Was the person that named Ki-Fi? Does he DJ and does he do any other electronic stuff?
It feels like this is fresh. So
no, it's not fresh.
Okay.
He. I mean, again, he does my following's. I don't have a huge following, but his is a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, no, he's got like his following's a little bit smaller, and like I said, I mean, he's in the UK too, so I mean, like, you have like,
yeah, you can go trash,
But I mean, even
is
if
he releasing?
I don't even know. Like I said, that's like how much like thought I really put into it.
Right.
Okay.
Like if this dude was like crushing it and like doing a really good job, then like I'm a pretty competitive person, so like I think I would say he should either keep going and doing very well because I'm gonna be working just as hard as him.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Or if he's upset about that, then like that's kind of the way I handle problems, I would say. Or if I'm frustrated about something or with somebody, before I try to put the blame on them, I always take a look at the mirror and like reevaluate myself. So like if this guy were to be doing better than me, right? And let's say we flip roles and I'm the older person, I would probably say like, okay, well this young kid's picking up traction. He has my name. What am I doing to stand out? Why, how is he catching up to me? Am I working as hard as this guy? And then, chances are probably not, so it falls back on me then. So that guy does deserve the spotlight. You know what I mean? He's young, he's hungry, he wants it. And just because you've been in the scene for, let's say this guy's like, 50, you know what I mean? Been in the scene for 40 years. Like, I think it's still your job. And I don't think any job you work, you should take pride in your work, right? And never let up, so I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
So let me share this with you. And this is what I have experienced. A lot of the younger guys, a lot of the younger jocks, and I don't know if jocks is another name for DJs, right? A lot of the younger jocks have your mentality. And you look at a lot of the older guys, like, no, hell no. Because back in the days, we had a name, and we had to fight for that name. So I don't know what changed. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad, but I do see.
It's because of you can outmaneuver whoever you want to if you do it. The work that you're putting out is going to be, if you're doing good work, the other person is going to be irrelevant in today's eyes.
Well, it's
I was just about to say that. There's way more DJs now, so there's always
Sure.
going to be somebody who might have
and Rich also started in New York City too.
No, I didn't. I started in Miami.
I'm sorry, Miami.
That is a
But
fucking lie.
But it's still a huge city with lots of DJs, so that's different.
Yeah.
You're speaking about fighting for your name, but you're also in a hugely populated thing. If this guy's from, I don't know, like Tulsa or something, where the chances of another DJ having his name is unlikely, then it's not going to matter.
Yeah. Didn't you go to broadcasting school?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
It's on silent. It's on silent. Listen.
All right, let's get back to Ki-Fi.
I did go to broadcasting school.
Ki-Fi, you
being
have
grilled,
you've been. I don't know how long you've been DJing, but you have definitely been standing out. So let's get like a overview of where you started, how long you've been going, and
Absolutely.
what's got you doing the things that you're doing around town as of late.
So I would say, I mean, I kind of messed around in college, like DJing, but not like actually DJing. Like I literally just bought like a Newmark mixer, and I would just use the crossfader to switch between songs.
Newmark was really respectable back
I had
in
a
the
Mix
days.
Track Pro 3, Mix Pro
No,
3.
before the
That's
Mix
exactly
Pro.
what I had.
Yeah.
Back in the days, they actually made good stuff. Something happened.
Well, they had turntables at first.
Yeah,
but that controller was dope.
Yeah.
It's a good starting place. But
Mix
go ahead.
Pro?
Yeah, that's what I had. It was like I just gave it to one of my buddies, but But I mean, like I said, I never really like learned how to DJ. It was just more or less just me standing up there with a board, just like literally pressing songs in. And then probably a year ago is when I was like, made a pretty big life change. I was changed jobs, so I was a fireman paramedic career for about 8 years.
Oh, nice.
And then
That's a hard job.
moved into tech, so that's where I'm at now. But I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to like try something I've always wanted to do, take it a little more seriously. So I kind of saved up some money, and I bought a Denon SC Live 4. And then I kind of learned the ropes on that. And then again, though, like I still didn't really get the hang of it until about, I would say, February of 25 is when my buddy let me borrow his name's Blaine. I don't know if he was listening or not, but Blaine and Luke, they've helped me out a ton.
Luke Lethal?
No. Luke Stone. Okay. And Blaine Forsyth. But Blaine let me borrow his CDJs. Forever grateful for that, and nice. I learned kind of on that. And like I said to myself, though, is I want to be different. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch the same how to DJ YouTube video that 5 million other people have watched, because I'm gonna sound like 5 million other DJs.
Okay.
So what I did is I like learned the CDJs top to bottom. I learned the mixer top to bottom. What every single button does, and then I watched like people who I really respect in the community, like who I see as like super technical DJs, like Ben Sterling. You know what I mean? I watched like their GoPro like live sets or like their shows, and I literally would just watch their hands, what they're doing,
Very
and like whatever got a good crowd reaction or something that sounded sweet, I would just rewind it and just practice it until I learned it.
Okay.
Last 5 months, you've been like you got that skill since the last 5 months. Like,
yeah, I would say probably since like
that's
February.
dedication. That's fast.
You're the kind of guy that reads manuals and stuff. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch like for Serum. I watch this 3.5 hour long video probably once a week.
But that's dope though. Student of the game. That's really
something
good.
I give a lot of advice to young people too when they're asking, well, what did you say or stuff. Besides a legible, readable logo, I say make sure you learn your equipment, because you should
100%.
never walk into a club or a venue and be like, I don't play on that. That shouldn't be the problem. No, you're a DJ. Just because you drive a car doesn't mean you only drive GMs.
Exactly.
No, you drive GMs, Fords, and Hondas, and everything else. Yep. So learn your fucking equipment.
I can't tell you how many times I've been booked for a show. I get the rider and I see what I'm playing on, and I sit at a YouTube video and I look and I watch the overview, because every controller, every mixer, every piece of DJ equipment, that maker will make an overview of that equipment, and if you don't take the time, then you just don't want to do this game.
Yeah. Correct.
If you don't take the time to do that, even I've caught myself minutes before show looking at the YouTube like, okay, this is this. Oh, this. At least I can do 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and I'll know what.
Yes.
Yes. At least I'll be able to do that. But if you don't do that, then you're just
they're going to get a really simple transition beginning here for a little bit while I kind of put 2 and 2 together.
I've been there, especially on that V10 at first.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
Where it's at.
Yeah. V10's nice. It's fun.
Yeah, but you don't need a V10. But I mean, honestly, you don't need a V10. A9.
You need a V10.
Listen, let's have that debate right here.
I don't know, man.
Because of this guy, I'm about to buy a V10. Because of these guys, you're talking about buying an A9.
What are you doing?
What I can see him doing a V10 is like, that's crazy. And I know the A9.
You have some more filters to mess with. You have some more stuff to mess with. But at the end of the day,
isolators,
right?
Condensed compressors.
The A9
send channel effects, and you can also still do everything on A9 that you can do on a V10.
Correct.
It's like what all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is bourbon.
Yes, you're right. But when you talk about the cost of a V10 to the A9, what are you really doing at your skill set?
My skill set.
Okay. What are you really exactly? And as a matter of fact, you could rock. Hold on, you could rock a crowd with an A9 just as much with a V10. How much are you willing? How much are you working? How much are you manipulating? How much are you sampling?
But it'll allow him to get to that point if he has
the ceiling's higher.
So I can see why you would want it to be able to get to that point eventually, because if you stay at a Newmark Mix Pro 3, that's all you're ever going to stay at.
I mean, you could do a lot with an RMX 1000 and an A9.
And you could do more with the RMX and a V10, though.
Yeah.
So,
but what is
I
that?
get it.
But now, when you say that, and you're right, you can. I'm not taking that away from you.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Practicality. Let's look at practicality as an argument's sake. Are you correct? Absolutely correct. Absolutely, you know that, and I know that. But does it really warrant the cost of a V10 if you're not for an open format DJ?
That's valid, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Practicality.
Yeah.
I think personally, you should not go into debt or live outside your means for whatever you can afford, because ultimately, someone asked me the other day, what kind of controller should I buy? Should I just buy CJs? I said, no. I was like, the tracks are the most important thing. Track selection is hands down the most important thing, because a transition lasts probably 10 to 15 seconds. Your track is 5 minutes. So if you play
10 to 15 seconds, what are you mixing over there?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you're doing like a build, you know what I mean? You're doing like a big build or something.
You know, those people will take 4 minutes to go between tracks, right? Not me, but there are.
But you know what I mean? Like, and I think the actual transition part of it is like what DJs appreciate or like people in the scene appreciate. But I think if you're getting your feet wet with DJing, I think track selection's most important, right? Yeah. I was very fortunate to be in a position to get a V10. So I was just kind of like, you know what? Ibiza uses a V10, Club Space uses a V10. You're not gonna find a bar in Ibiza that doesn't.
Tiesto plays at Ibiza.
Yeah.
Diplo plays at Ibiza. You don't play at Ibiza. Sorry.
And I'm gonna say something just to like take your side a little bit. Why I think practicality A9 for me, because my skill hasn't even mastered an A9, so I don't want to get to a point where like I'm still working on basics. And
That's
the V10
fair.
just sits there and me just figure out basic stuff for the V10. Now, granted, master the A9, get the bread for a V10, or if the bread was a situation, was a the cost.
I think that if you're a producer, I would skip the A9.
And go right to the V10?
Go right to the V10.
Makes sense.
That's what I did.
Now, but that's different. So when I'm spinning techno, I do like using a V10 because now I do like that extra step little bass option in there that helps out a lot. But when I'm just spinning house to house or tech house, it's not a massive benefit.
But imagine that compressor on there for when your tracks aren't quite done yet, or or if.
But it's the same board in the A9. It's the exact same mixer. It just has 2 less channels and some less features. That was the I know what you're talking about, the medium, high, low, yes. But the thing is though, like that was one of the big things with the V10 why people wanted that originally when over the 900 was because that board was a whole brand new board and it's better and cleaner and so on and so forth, and there are people that probably know all the numbers and I don't.
Yeah.
But then that's the same sound processing unit they have in the A9.
Oh, no doubt.
The main reason why most people were buying the V10 at the time was actually the 2 extra channels.
That and the isolator.
Then,
people love that isolator. That isolator is golden.
Isolator is sweet.
Yeah,
the RMX is an isolator too, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So, like, the RMX has really 3 parts to it, right? It's got your effects, like your noise, echo, stuff like that on the right, and on the left side, so it's like your channel effects and your input. And then on the left side, it's gonna have you have a trans roll feature, which people don't really know about. Then the far left button is going to be your isolator. It's got low, mid, high, same knobs as
most people just think it's for snare rope.
Yes,
exactly,
that's all I.
right?
That's all I do. That's all I use it for. I'm not gonna lie. I want to use it for more, but I don't get practice on it.
Well, and so that's a big reason why I got this stuff too, though, is the V10 and the RMX, is because you go to any show really, and I get it's not accessible to a lot of people, so. I think if people can get better with using the V10, utilizing the send effects on the V10, utilizing that dub echo, using the RMX for something other than a snare roll, and they're playing for a show for like a big house hats opening for like a Josh Baker, I think, and they're using all that stuff tastefully, right? Yeah. I think that kind of puts St. Pete or Tampa on the map a little bit better, and it's just going to make the scene. But the more better DJs we have utilizing those features that all the professionals DJs do, and they do it, tastefully. Yeah. I think that when bigger name DJs come and they see the local guys throwing down, they're going to be like, "Yo, what? Like this is this Miami? You know what I mean? It's going to make the scene better, right? And it's going to give better DJs. People are going to start charging more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree with this 100%. I stand behind this. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that before you came in here.
And I think that's why businesses like Before and After Sound, shout out to those guys, why they have a business model in the first place for people who don't have access to the equipment. They can pay a little fee, go there, practice on that kind of equipment. So when those DJs are opening up at a house hats, they're not looking like, you know what I mean?
Scared, right? You know what I mean? You want someone to look confident when they're up there. Mm-hmm. I think that's part of it. If you have someone with their head down the whole time, I think it kind of makes for a boring show. I think, if you're up there, like, like, dude, Rave Daddy Robbie, man, you get after it. I saw your show at Concrete Jungle. I was like,
Thank you.
I'm like, this dude is moving, right?
Yeah,
And,
we were having a good time there.
But like, yeah, I mean, I think it just like, and that's why I got the stuff too, though, is because, like I said, you can ask my girlfriend. People are over probably once every day, probably like 4 times a week. I would say people are over getting reps in on the V10, getting reps in the RMX, learning like what sounds good, what doesn't sound good. So when that big opportunity does come for them, they can crush it, right?
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. And you're not gatekeeping your equipment. A lot of people do
Correct.
gate their equipment or try to make money from it. You actually are pushing the culture forward.
See, I actually just had somebody ask me
really great.
that last week. Can I come over and play on your CDJs? I haven't done it. I was like, of course, just message me.
For sure. And you said one thing that it's about knowing the equipment. And what I do notice a lot of DJs, and I'm guilty of it too. You're face downing, trying to figure stuff out. If you master the equipment, you can look at the crowd, you can read the crowd.
Okay, here's a different question. Hold on a minute. Let's back up a second.
Yep.
Different question.
Yeah.
I believe in less effects and more quality in transition. So I like somebody like Hype, James Hype or Summit or somebody like that, all over the fucking Diplo. Like I was listening to his Encore Beach show on the way here. Oh my God. Like all over the thing, left and right. I'm like, dude, like you're playing like 35 seconds of the track, and all I'm hearing is effects nonstop.
Some people like it.
Some
people like it.
If I'm at a
Speed
pool
mixing,
show,
sure. I fuck with speed mixing.
But if I'm at a pool party, sure, yeah, maybe. But if I'm at paying, $40 or $50 to go see Carl Cox doesn't mix like that.
Nope.
Listen to Carl Cox. He barely uses any effects at all. He uses some, but not much. I am a reverb abuser. Apologize to everyone. I just am. But I've been getting off that a little bit more. I've been using some of the more effects. Some of the effects on the effects switch to just are fucking useless. Like you're going to use them once a year if you have everything set up just right.
Yeah, but to each his own. Everybody is either like to use an effects or they don't. And then some people rely on song selection and being minimal with their mixing.
Right.
And there's an audience for each one of those. You go see a DJ for
but also
performance,
effects,
or you go see a DJ for song selection.
Effect overuse is used to hide the fact you're a bad transition.
I see a lot of old school DJs.
Not always.
So I will say, I think I agree with you that the track's good. It doesn't need anything. But the way I mix is I kind of try to mix with the mind of a producer. So I'm not just adding in random snare rolls. I'm not just throwing in reverb. I'm not just, you know what I mean? So I know my tracks, and that's I don't mix with headphones typically. So I'm looking for the extra space where I can fill stuff in. So like example is on like one of the send effects on the V10, instead of just holding it wide open, if you take that short delay and you pop it open real quick on a vocal, you get that go, 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 and then you can pitch it up on a drop. You know what I mean? So like it's more like I'm not adding an effect to the song versus I'm changing the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that.
Burst, yeah.
And that's what really I think effects should be used for. You're improving on the song or the mix as opposed to just
you're adding, not covering.
Yes, that's a good point. Yes,
I love
that's
that.
the way to say it. Yep.
Especially on build-ups, and I love sampling. I love layering and sampling and taking two songs and making a completely different design with it on the fly. That's like a lost art that I see. So when he told me you were doing stuff like that, I was excited to see that there are still people that are keeping it alive. I could throw down a speed mix, and I like to take instrumentals from other beats and just play with it. Play with it if you got a place to play with it. I'm going to tell you this before I let you get on this joke. Okay, a lot of the old school DJs used to practice the art of who can have the smoothest transition.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, the smoothest transition, and the effects were absolute minimal. Yeah, because if you could really blend those songs together absolutely seamlessly on 1200s, I mean, there was just an art form of doing that.
I'm big on blending. I love blending.
That stuff.
Blending is my favorite art in DJing. But let's talk more about Ki-Fi and all the things that you're doing around town. You're doing Cold Tub Coffee Club.
Yep. Yeah. Cold
that's
Tub.
cool.
Say that 10 times.
Is that an alliteration?
Can you say that 10 times fast? Say it 10 times fast.
No, it isn't, because it's not to have all C's.
CTCC. Yeah.
CTCC.
Yeah.
So
let's go to CTCC.
Let's tell us about that, because I did see some videos of you guys at Ferg's before. It was crazy busy there. People in tubs.
Yep.
The pictures on Instagram look amazing. Beautiful people around, and they're eating house. They're eating EDM. They're eating all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You're giving them.
Yeah. I mean, it's so. I gotta be honest, like that was probably my first like real gig I did, and it was in February. But Tori, is like everything, you know, I think is supposed to have a reason. And I'm not going to like take the long route of explaining. Basically, randomly, was at Dirty Laundry or whatever, and she walked up to me, asked if I DJ'd, started, and I was like, you know, I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into. You know what I mean? I hear it's a sober party with a bunch of people who work out, and I'm like, you know what? Like, do I need to like, you know, get new music?
Start working out.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. But I was just like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna go in with an open mind. This could be something really cool. And showed up. I actually rented speakers. I told her I had speakers, so I sounded more professional. I went and rented speakers from Guitar Center, and then they didn't fit in my car, so I had to call my buddy. I got the subwoofer because I think you need low end. But yeah, so like my buddy had to drop them off that morning. It was kind of like a disaster, but the event itself went extremely well, and like I was just so shocked to see how many sober people like dance to house music. I mean, you see that like on Movement Monday, you know, and but these people just like to work out too, and like the community they have is honestly pretty amazing as well. Like, I would almost encourage anybody to like, if you know they want to like, you know, make fun of it or whatever, just go and try it out first, you know, because
make fun of what, cold plunging?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Make fun of the whole like scene, because I know like some DJs are very anti that, you know, it's too mainstream, right? But I think that any way that you can spread music in like a positive manner where people take to it, you know, just because they like to work out and they like to cold tub doesn't mean they're not allowed to listen to house music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I DJ for some gyms. So Mike does too. Yeah, they love it, man. They love EDM.
The benefit of an oversaturated scene. We do get creative.
Yes, you have to really get creative. And you have to find your mark, and you really have inside of the cold plunge and the fitness community, because you're doing another one soon, right?
Yeah, so we are actually doing Fergs on this Sunday. They have a block party, I think, coming up towards the end of the month with my boy Tutan. And
Tutan, hey.
Yeah, Tutan will also be making an appearance on Sunday along with Sean. So it would be a good time, man. Like I said, it's always cool to play on like that big stage, big speakers. Maybe throw some IDs out to see how they sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like a couple of conversations we had before on previous episodes, you're starting to see, like I said, I don't want to say club culture is dying. I don't want to say festival culture is dying, but you see these pop-ups for these DJs at gyms, at pizza parlors, at coffee shops. I think that is what we're going to see, you know, and it's dope because I don't want to say all EDM, but I'm going to say with house music, house people are more open to everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bass music is kind of niche. A lot of these drum and bass people are kind of only D&B. I'm not talking about all of them, but a lot of those audiences are niche, heavy. But house people are open to trying other things.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's super cool, man. And I mean, I'm not like a super late nighter personally. Like all my shows I do pretty much dang near sober. I believe that if I ever want to make this a full-time job, I need to treat it like a full-time job. Yeah. I would never go to my full-time job wasted, you know?
There you go.
That's why I stopped drinking. As soon as I started making this a career, I didn't drink anymore.
So, yeah, like I don't really go out that often, which kind of sucks. But, again, only time really now I step foot in a bar is if I'm playing.
Not that there's anything wrong with
I
DJs.
We're not done.
No, but you know what?
Not
if you have 3 or 4 drinks while you're DJing, that's perfectly fine.
You know what I will say?
People.
What I will say about that would be a downfall for me. I don't go to bars either. I don't step a foot. You will never catch me in a bar unless I'm working one. The problem with that is that I don't get to hear what other people are doing.
So I recently have actually started doing that now. Is anytime my boys are playing, I go and support. And I'm not saying like I'm like look at you weird if you drink. I definitely drink. I mean I smoke a lot of weed too. You know what I mean?
Hey, like, now we talking.
I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not like an angel, right? But like I just think when it comes to being professional, I know me personally, I cannot do that drunk.
Right.
And I
absolutely do not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One of the things that I've said to one of my friends, though, actually my roommate who produces, we've actually had the conversation that he doesn't quote unquote like to go out and just generally hear other people perform or stuff like that. And I said, no. This is your job. It's just like the DJ who thinks that they shouldn't go out and take pictures or speak to the people out on the dance floor and stuff. No. They just paid to come here and listen to you and are the reason you're here. If you watch a lot of my videos and stuff online, I always finish it. And of course, none of this can be possible without you, because it is. If people didn't show up like they show up Sunday night, when I DJ, then I don't get booked. So but you've got to return that favor. You got to go out there and talk to people and say hi and listen, and then support your other cohorts, and not just your close friends. You need to go to venues you don't go to, and go see artists you don't go see, and go to places that have people you normally wouldn't see.
I can see the other side of that, though, not always going out and not seeing, because then you feel like whatever you come up with, you might bite something. You know, you might take something from somebody and use it in your own thing, and you feel like, oh, dang, that's not quite mine. And to lead into that, you're producing music and stuff too. So like, tell us about like what you're producing and like how you what's your inspirations? What are your like? What are you making?
Yeah. So the Kids remix I released probably like 2 months ago. I'm not really a big like remix guy. Like that's not what my brand is. What I want to do. It was just more. I really enjoy the song Kids. You know, kind of went through like.
I just played that Thursday night.
Is that Mac Miller?
Really? What? No. Kids by MGMT.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I played the Soul Wax remix of that Thursday night. The best remix of that track that I've ever heard in my entire life.
You didn't play the Kai 5 edit then, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Chase West posted it a couple weeks ago, and it just some of these classic songs have a resurgence if somebody posts the original, and then next thing you know, everybody's playing it. You know.
But yeah, I would say I like a lot of 90s house. I like, you know, I just got a vinyl player. Cody, Protect This House, dude's a freaking amazing guy.
Yeah.
For real, like, gave me, like, I think I mentioned to him one time I like Chris Lake, or I told him, you know what I mean? Really, Chris Lake's one of my biggest inspos as a producer.
Love that. He's a great producer.
Dude gave me like an old Chris Lake album. It's sweet, man. But you know what I mean? But I just think it's cool that, you know, he was able to pick up on that and like picked out tracks. They didn't just give me some crap out. You know what I mean? He gave me stuff that he knew I would like.
Yeah.
So yeah, Protect This House, man. Awesome dude.
Good dude. Yeah.
But back to like producing. Yeah. Like honestly, like if you listen to like my voice memos, anytime I just like think of something, I just go in my voice memos and I sound really stupid, but I'm like, you know, got a bass line like boop, 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 boop. And then I'll think of like, you know what I mean? I'll just have my voice notes full of things throughout the day. And then I'll kind of go in and try to make it happen in Serum or Diva or something. And
Diva's a good one.
Diva's a sweet plugin, especially for like minimal minimal deep house, like stuff like that. But other than that, man, I mean, like I said, like 90s house, like I try to like take inspo from like that super clangy hat I really like. I love that. I think, you know what I mean? I think it has to do with like psychology even a little bit, like the frequency that gives out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
like the like
okay, that's what. Okay, that's what. Yeah. Which is funny because that's how some of the kids' remixes all have.
Oh, the up hats.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but no, I mean, really, I'll just kind of either. I mean, I played instruments my whole life, so I'll kind of just go in and.
What kind?
So my parents had me play the violin like my entire life growing up.
Oh, very cool.
And then from that, I kind of taught myself guitar, and then from that, I taught myself piano. But I never learned how to read music. I don't know a thing about music theory. Yeah. I think just being exposed to it at such a young age kind of developed a little bit of an ear to hear if something's not in key.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, get a lot of inspiration from that as well. I do have a mentor who is an amazing person.
A producing mentor?
Yes, sir. It's Jay Caruso.
Oh, nice.
Dude is a phenomenal guy.
He's going off the chain right now.
This Saturday, come see Jay Caruso, secret show, Janice Live VIP bar.
Janice
Get your
Live.
tickets now. Jay Caruso.
Jay Caruso.
Kai Fi's going to be there too.
He's going to be there.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Fool.
Very cool. Are you using any of your instruments in your music?
No instruments. I just kind of used my piano and MIDI board.
Yeah.
And then from that, like I said, trying to learn sound design, and then I just kind of tweak things. I'm a guy who likes to get in my hands on things and just see what I could do. You know.
Are you still playing your violin? You have it. You have it.
I do not have it.
No.
But I met Violuna.
Yes. Yeah.
She actually, I talked to her after one of her shows, and I was like, dude, maybe I should get back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If not, just to sample something for a track or something. But
I agree.
Were you producing before you DJing?
I was not, but I kind of started both around the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Producing, I started about maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And then, DJing, because I kind of saw the way it was going. Like, I'm not a late night guy, so I didn't want to be the club closer. I don't want to be like the guy, you know, not and nothing wrong with that at all by any means. But for me, like I want more than that. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the point now, not at the point, but like getting people to dance to music is sweet. And I love it. But now I want them dancing to my music.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I want people like hearing, and that's why I started with sound design, because not sampling as much, because I want somebody to listen to a track and say, that's Ki-Fi. Just like you can say, that's Pazza, that's Bibby, you know? And so I kind of learned that, again, Luke Stone and Blaine and Josh and all those guys I got catapulted into the scene. And I saw them producing. I heard their tracks, which are freaking unreal. And I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do, you know. And it almost was like a full circle moment. Like, called my parents. I thank you for forcing me to do music when I was a kid, you know. And it gives me like a little bit of a
purpose.
Like a purpose, man. I mean, a big thing. I said I was a fireman paramedic for about 8 years career. When I left that, I was, you know, now I'm in soul sucking corporate, which is still a great job, but you know,
soul sucking corporate. I love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Jesus,
but it's still a great job. It allows me to buy things. But I lost a lot of purpose, man. And you know, I think January to like, I would say maybe even like March or April, I was kind of going through a really rough patch of like, I was trying to learn producing and it wasn't going as well as I thought. You know, I thought I was gonna get in there and just be like next hit, but it was like without sampling, and I open Serum and I see boxes and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know. But now that, you know, getting tracks out that sound decent and playing them and getting people to dance to them, and like that has really brought a whole new purpose for me. And, you know, that's really what drives me a lot is like, I lost this, but I got this now, you know?
Yeah, one of the first things I remember you saying when we first met was like, man, you just put the time in. And that's what I admire about you. A lot of these DJs, including myself, because I really don't put as much time in the things that I want to. You grinded it out. You forced yourself to sit in front of that computer or sit in front of that deck, and I'm just going to touch every knob. I'm going to see what everything does, and that's what's really admiring about you, and that's why you can hear it when he DJs, that he really knows it.
I appreciate that a lot, man.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, and that's what you know, that's like the best compliment I could get, you know, because what I want is like authenticity, you know what I mean? Like you were talking about with the guy, you know, if somebody else has your name and stuff, like that's why it wouldn't really bug me, you know, because at the end of the day, people are going to like what they're going to like. I'm just going to work harder. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. I caught you at a Dude Dog set. Was it did you do First Friday? Yeah. I walked down there. I was just walking the block, and I stopped and I soaked up a little bit. I think I have a video. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. But y'all were jamming. Yeah. Y'all were jamming, dude. I mean, the people were on the block. Y'all had a crowd there, and people were sitting there listening to you guys. So, like, the skill's there, you know, so keep going. You know, it's admirable.
I appreciate
it. I'm going to tell you, there's not a lot of people that have that, bro.
Yeah.
I see basic DJs that are trying their hardest and they're putting themselves out there, and I'm like, bro. So when somebody like you comes along, it gets us excited. It's like, okay, finally, there's a diamond in the rough, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's really good to see.
Not diamond yet. Maybe just like growing, man.
He's still in the pressure cooker, all right?
Still in the pressure cooker, yeah.
So that's where it starts.
So do you have Ki-Fi's Instagram up? Maybe, but if you
yes, I have it.
If you
just let me
give the people where you're going to be at the next couple shows you have coming, and where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me on SoundCloud. It's just Ki-Fi, KYEFII. Instagram, same thing. Not two eyes. That's a guy from the UK. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm not, again, something horrible. Not as good of a social media guy as I should be. I kind of try to stay off of it as much as I can, just because I think it's for me. I want to do whatever. But yeah, next shows I got going up, playing with Secrets on Saturday, which will be a super dope event.
Blake Brady up there? Or?
No, not that secret. It's a secret.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
What is it,
bro? There's a club called Secrets, man, and I'm like.
You're a wild man.
Swingers Club.
You're a wild man.
Yeah. No swinging going on. But
I am not a swinger. Just letting everybody know. I'm not a swinger.
All right, so Secret show coming up. Anything else after that?
Yeah.
Where's Secret show located at?
It's gonna be at Janus VIP.
Okay.
In the upstairs area. So that'd be a super dope show. Played with them last time.
Yeah, get your tickets. $10 right now. Makobo.
Who's going? You want to go?
Kai, Goss, Jay Crusoe. It's Saturday.
Wait, this Saturday?
This Saturday.
What time to what time? Because I'm DJing.
9 to 3.
No, sorry. I'll be DJing, man.
So, but it is what it is. We'll have some content for y'all. If y'all can't make it, it's all good. But it's going to be a good time. Yeah, for sure. Come out, see Kai. He's dope.
But, what else you got? Got Cold Tub on Sunday. Bad turnaround, but do it. You got to do it, right?
Is it in the morning?
Yep.
What time?
It's 9 a.m.
9 a.m. at Ferg's?
Yeah. We could probably leave Secrets at 4, but I don't know, man. It's part of the fun. If I don't go through this horrible part, I'm not going to feel appreciative when I get to the big part, right?
We've been there.
So, yeah, I mean, Sunday at Ferg's, and then got some stuff cooking in October, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say yet. So
okay.
But yeah, I'll definitely be posting about it when it happens, and probably gonna try to release some tracks maybe this month or next.
Nice. Yeah, send some remixes our way. We'll put them out on SoundCloud and our social media. You know, try to help out and some stuff with Humble House.
Yeah, you do your writers club. Maybe you can come up to maybe.
September 24th. Yeah, that's we're doing a writer session. We're teaching people how to make money in music and getting a bunch of people who actually write music together so that we can, because that's a big part of making music. If you're just making beats and you're not making a story with the music, it's hard to sell.
Yeah.
So not to say that it can't sell, but it's just harder.
And that's the difference between in hip hop, they always talk about their beat makers, but then there's producers, right? And then of course, I'm not talking about the DJ Khaled's or whatever who just put their name on it. I'm talking about the producers who put the people together, construct a full song that makes it actually a story.
I look at DJ Khaled as a composer, rather than he doesn't make the music, but he's like the Quincy Jones of hip hop. You know what I mean? Like only Quincy Jones can write music and play music, but you know what I mean?
Don't.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't
he's like
even put the damn. Bro,
he's not the Quincy Jones, but you know what I'm saying? He's like,
don't do that.
He's
to Quincy
the composer.
Jones. Even Quincy Jones had his hands in hip hop, bro. Don't even listen. He did listen. No disrespect to DJ Khaled at all.
No, none.
All right, but he
okay.
does
Quincy
something.
Jones was a stretch. All right,
just,
it was a stretch, but you know what I'm saying.
I think Quincy Jones would be going down if he started producing EDM.
That man.
But yeah, that's another here or there.
5 minutes, gentlemen. 5 minutes.
That was a great show, man. We learned a lot about you and what you're doing around the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, most definitely, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, bro. For real.
Thank you. And also, thank you for the nice words. Appreciate it a lot from all of you guys.
Absolutely, man. Keep going.
We should.
We
you should do something like that.
What style are you like?
Like minimal, deep tech.
Oh man, this guy's like right up my alley right now.
Yeah, I felt you were like Tech House when I heard you guys.
You probably just go to the
street,
crowd,
but you're
whatever
probably
the crowd
going with
is.
the crowd at the time.
So I don't like plan sets really, but
I love that.
The way I organize my music is I have like just different vibes, right? Like cool sounding minimal, so like that Baker sound, Trucko, and then I have like bongos. And like until I look for the side to side moving. Mm-hmm. Once I get that, then I'll kind of just stick to that, and then I have like an elevated playlist of that style.
Okay.
And then I just ride that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
that's smart.
I'm not saying like I'm like open format because I'm not, but like I know nothing about that. I wish I could scratch, but no, I mean
you
like,
can. No, but it just bro, 1 month of
practice.
practicing. I promise you, man. 1 month of practicing.
Yeah.
And you just keep at it. It's just an art form within the DJ room.
Oh, you're about to get him started, man.
But no, I mean
all the trigger words for Rich. Today.
But yeah, like minimal tech.
True.
I like like anything like that really.
Yeah.
I'll try to match the person I play with.
Very
if
cool.
I play with somebody or it's coming on, right?
Yeah. All right. That's pretty cool. We gotta have you upstairs at Concrete for sure.
That'd be dope.
What else we got? We got anything else coming up? We only got a few minutes.
I don't have anything going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't you say something about something?
What?
Yeah, you did. You said some controversial. You said something happened.
I said controversial stuff?
Yeah, you're no. I want to hear it. Let's go right now. Let's
we
go.
have 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
We gotta
Somebody
make it
dropped
fast,
the ball
whatever
on
it is.
Miami. Somebody dropped the ball on Miami.
Oh, you talking about Insomniac?
You really talking about something.
I thought he was doing like what I do.
Oh yeah, Insomnia suing
Insomniac
Factory
is suing
93.
Factory Town, or they did sue. I think they settled actually.
Suing Factory Town or Factory 93?
Factory 93. Not Factory.
Factory 93 is a different thing. Factory 93 is owned by Insomnia. That's the reason why I was like, wait a minute.
Then
what?
it's Factory Town.
Factory Town. Okay.
Yes,
Because they're supposed to have a Halloween event at Factory Town as well.
But it was a settled amount.
Who won the lawsuit?
Insomniac.
They're
Settled.
back and forth. Well, Insomniac is like beef with all those guys because they had a lawsuit earlier this year with Space because apparently there's some money owed, and the same people that run Space, I think, owns Factory Town. So I think they all could be
there. You go
combined together with Insomniac. You know,
See-
because they Insomniac invested in Space when like 2018, 19, 20, when Space was kind of not doing that great, and they kind of helped them elevate. And
2 minutes,
we
everybody.
need to see some money.
You know,
I didn't know that.
It's funny too because like we were just talking last week about pretty much Insomniac owns everything, and they're really being that fucking
they
like really.
monopolizing heavy.
Yeah, I know. It's like. Who knows? I would like to
But
Google
listen,
it. We
if you
don't
don't
have
want my
time,
money.
but
Run me
yeah.
my money, baby.
Well, yeah, if you don't pay me
Corporate
millions of
greed.
dollars or something like that, that's one thing. But it'd be interesting to actually see the details.
It was
of
an
why.
unsettled. They didn't
Yeah.
disclose the amount. So
I'm sure it was millions of dollars,
Oh,
regardless of the facts.
of course.
Anybody like Jake Antonio?
I don't know if I know that name. I don't know if I know that name.
You heard him, right? He's coming up, man.
Oh.
You gotta check
I don't
him
think
out.
I know that name. You have to show it to me. Real quick, though, did you guys see that guy getting booed off and opening for Swedish House Mafia?
No.
Yeah.
No. Did you see that?
What happened?
Dude got booed
Oh, I
off
heard
and
about it. No,
stayed.
yes, I did. 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 I forgot about that. I saw that and I was like, oh, this poor guy.
I don't know what he played, but I do know that I checked into his profile, and I could probably see why he got booed off. I mean, the guy doesn't seem like he makes Swedish House Mafia type.
Is that even a thing?
Music.
That's like some stuff I play for throwback stuff in the club.
What, Swedish
man.
House Mafia?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
not really-
making a little bit of
Are you
something
talking
new. They're
about
like the
the-
Wicked Weekend, but
don't you worry, child.
One
Yeah,
minute, everybody.
yes.
1 minute.
Big room.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so they
big,
still
right.
have an audience.
I know, but it's the audience is,
But that guy that opened for them didn't seem like he should be opening.
Was
for
this
them.
by any chance the guy that kind of looked a little bit like a drag queen? Is that the guy?
Is
I'm
a
thinking of?
black guy
Yes,
that's like
okay.
gothic or
Yep,
something like that.
yep.
Gothic, real demonish,
Yep.
real like the opposite of Swedish House Mafia
Correct.
crowd. You
It
would
was a really
fucking
yeah.
think
It was
that it would be there.
That was my question too. I was like, this doesn't really seem.
Velvet Green was there?
No, that stuff. Green Velvets.
Whoever
Velvet.
booked that guy, that's
I
on
like
them,
Green Velvet.
You know,
It was also a lot of technical difficulties I heard too that he was encountering. So I mean, it might not all be on him, but at the same time, it was a bad booking
I heard he
to
was
begin
arguing
with.
with people too.
Oh yeah, he was arguing
Was
with
he
like
arguing?
his
With his
partner.
partner.
or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
he
walked off.
criticized the
Yeah.
audience
Yeah.
too. Not cool.
Wah,
So like the
wah,
guy just all around
wah.
fucked himself. Not only that, the people who but that show was just trash. to
Well,
begin
everybody.
with, I can imagine. Well, yeah, it's that
It's been
time.
fun.
Hey, we did it.
Yep.
Monketone, we got Embrace, Ki-Fi, Rave Daddy Robbie.
Hello, hello,
we got
hello.
DJ Rich. Volume is somewhere. I think it got too hot for her. She got out of here.
That's funny.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
See you
Houseology
guys next
Live.
week.
See you later.
Wrapping it up for this week's show. Tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. for the best up-to-date info on EDM news, culture, and gossip on the Houseology Live show.
Humble House Radio.